That's the difference making between a lot of me and a lot of people. It was so many people that taught me how to play keys and taught me how to make beats and stuff that I used to be like, man, I'll never be good as this dude, but they have nowhere near the accomplishments I have at this point. So something inside me was just like, maybe I'll put more time in or whatever the case is. The only thing I could bank on and know for sure is that I just sat down and worked. Like in Paris, I just saw that performed in July. Went to the last Beyonce show in Vegas. And I'm like, damn, I got joints that really are good moments in these people's catalog and they show. It's like, it's a must, you know what I mean? Like, cause it's just like, the energy is ridiculous.
How you feeling today?
I'm good, how you doing?
I'm good. I feel honored to be here.
That's what's up, appreciate you pulling up.
For sure, I've been a huge fan, so.
That's what's up.
This is surreal for me, really. We're in your new studio right now.
Yeah.
It looks pretty cool, all the plaques on the wall.
Couple plaques. Yeah.
We got the photo with Jay right there.
Yeah, that was in Paris 2012 on the Watch the Throne tour, They had did the song like 16 times that night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I was the only person to touch that stage beside Rihanna on the whole tour, out of the North American leg and wherever else they went. Like I was the only other person to be on stage with them.
That's just hip hop legend right there.
Wow.
Yeah. But what's it like just settling into this space, like curating, you know?
Man, it's been good because I was at another spot for like 7 years and I was able to win multiple Grammys out of there. I was able to get platinum records, gold records. I did a lot. Made crazy progress, but I just needed more space because I've been expanding, like doing film stuff and just really working on my presentation overall. So this space is just better for me just to like be able to breathe and just do multiple things at one time.
Yeah, I'd love to see it. Actually, I was out here last month and I think I probably counted like 7 billboards.
Oh, wow.
Like, what's the deal with Hit Boy?
Yeah, I mean, I just had to come back to the game and make a splash. I didn't drop no music this year up until July. I just started, and I was off the gram for that whole time too. So I was really formulating my plot, how I wanted to, present myself, the type of music I wanted to be making, and every detail about my artistry. And I just started a what's the deal thing, just like, because, I was getting out of a deal I was in for 18 years. So I was like, how can I make a splash and just like put myself on people's radar in a major way? And I seen the reaction. Going out like, man, yo, you everywhere, man. I see your billboards, I see the wheat pasting, and people send me pictures and they tag me on IG seeing the joint, like, so it was good.
Yeah. What do you think right now, just stepping back into the game, like, how does the scene feel,
Man, I feel like it's wide open, for just quality music and quality art to cut through, That's a good thing because I feel refreshed for being out my deal and just seeing my own growth and seeing, the amount of knowledge I have now. It's like, oh, I can apply all of this stuff and take where I've been to a whole new height.
Do things differently. Basically.
Do things differently, smarter, just way more dialed in.
For sure. You announced like your upcoming album.
Yeah, I mean, I got a bunch of albums coming.
You talked about the one with the Alchemist.
Yeah, that's something that's special to me. We've been working on it for a little minute, and he been busy, I've been busy. Real life stuff, music stuff. He been touring. And, any moment we get to connect and get together, like we really get in there and put our heart and soul into what we do. So I'm excited to get this body of work out. It's soulful, it's fly, we popping it, we going crazy. Like, so I'm hyped for people to see the growth, and I feel like it's really gonna be something where it's like, damn, we didn't even expect this from them. Yeah.
Which one's coming first? Like, what's the order of what's coming out?
So the first tape is with me and my boy Spank Nitti. Spank Nitti is an artist from Hemet, from the IE. Dope artist, man, got crazy lingo. So we working on it's kind of like a mixtape, but it's an album. It's 22 songs. Okay. And it's called Yeast Talking, like about bread rising. We get into the chicken, get into the bread, And basically, man, I just feel like it's something for everybody. It's like we got street stuff on there, strip club, like having fun with it. And then I'm gonna put out the Alchemist album after that.
Okay.
And then 2 solo albums.
Damn, that's a huge lineup.
Yeah, I missed 7 months, man. So I'm about to
Yeah.
just take the rest of this time and just empty the clip, go crazy.
Wow. Man, how do you plan on like rolling everything out individually, or are you just gonna come like
Well, I mean,
all
we've
at
just been
once?
world building, like with the Alchemist, it's a whole separate thing versus
Yeah.
me and Spank Nitti tape, like, or my solos. Everything is in its own world, and I guess because I had that time to sit back, and with my newfound freedom, I just got so much creativity flowing through me. It's like I'm in a state of flow at this point, and it's just about to be a whole different splash, you know?
Like we're just talking about, just being on stage with Jay a decade ago, performing in Paris,
Yeah.
literally.
Crazy.
And then you talked about Jay helping you get out of your deal. Back then, did you know that like your relationship will get to this point where he's like playing this role for
Man,
you?
that's all God. It's all the universe. It's all just
Yeah.
the right energy. And me putting, then I was just a kid, just like throwing paint at the wall, seeing what happened. I had no real knowledge of like the business and how it really, really worked. Even though I was around it, seeing it at a high level, it's still, you got to go through it yourself to
Yeah.
really understand what it is. And now I got more of a bird's eye view. I understand myself more, understand the world more, entertainment, all this stuff. So I'm just coming from a different angle. Before, it was literally like just me being a kid, being like, one, not trying to go back to poverty, and another thing is just trying to be great, chasing them two things. And now that I kind of got a grip on everything I'm doing, it's just hitting different.
This, when I was reading into like your upcoming album, the one that Software Update.
Software
I think
Update.
it was called. I feel like that name was so interesting because I'm like, what does that really mean for you at this point in your career?
Man, yeah, it's beyond just like music and using like tech and music and stuff like that, AI, whatever. It's like upgrading yourself, updating yourself, and just being better at every facet. The way you present yourself, the way you dress, and if you're a father, being a better father. Being just like whatever it is, just like updating the software, just being the best maximized person that you can be at that moment.
Yeah, I saw that like you produced every single beat yourself for
Yeah, I
that.
did.
Like producing for yourself as a rapper, because like you've really stepped into like this new era where a lot of people now know you just not just as Hit Boy the producer, but now Hit Boy the artist.
Yeah.
Like how's it feeling like transitioning, into that?
For me, it's always been one thing. I just was firing off so crazy with the beats because beats was always just fun for me. You know what I mean? It was just a way to replace video games, like, because I started doing it as a kid, like 15, 16. So it just replaced video games. So that was always just fun, but I loved it so much and people were so attracted to what I was doing. It just took off, but I always recorded my own music. I always put out my own projects, leaned into what I was doing. But now it's just more so laser focused. I really didn't know what I was doing before. Now I just got like a better understanding of myself, and I'm about to like, showcase that, and, I'm utilizing that knowledge.
Is there anything different when you're producing for yourself, like versus producing for other artists? Do you approach that in a different way?
I mean, it is, but at the end of the day, it's not, because the ultimate goal is to make some dope music regardless. And I get the same feeling whether I do a song for somebody else, myself, just a beat, engineer for somebody, write for somebody, whatever I'm doing, I just want to feel that feeling. Like I want to be able to get in the car, play the song, play the music, and I'm like proud of it. I'm like, damn, this shit dope, Everywhere else it go from there is a bonus, it's a plus, but I'm chasing that feeling. I just want to feel like, oh, this is actually dope.
You've just talked about you want to put out like 4 projects. Now, that's crazy work ethic. Yeah. Like what advice do you have for someone to get to where you are right now in terms of work ethic? Because probably took a while.
I mean, bro, I just always loved what I do. It's fun for me, for real. And I can't really call it. You got to stay in there. You got to, use every moment that if you got a job, then use the time you're not working, or use any free moment you have to really put into the art, whether it's film, editing, beats, engineering, like songwriting, all of that. Just put that time in. That's really what it boiled down to. That's all I do. That's the difference making between me and a lot of people. Was so many people that taught me how to play keys and taught me how to make beats and stuff that I used to be like, man, I'll never be good as this dude, but they have nowhere near the accomplishments I have at this point. So something inside me was just like, maybe I'll put more time in, or whatever the case is. The only thing I could bank on and know for sure is that I just sat down and worked.
And that sounds simple, but it's not that simple
Yeah.
to do that. Does it ever dawn on you, like how impactful what you've done has been to the state of hip hop in general?
I mean, I do, but then it's like I know I got so much more to give, so I don't get caught up in none of it. I'm just like, oh, y'all like that? I'm way better now. Y'all gotta hear this. And that's what I be on.
So, literally just always looking for the next thing.
Yeah, just looking for that, you know, man, let me make something better than I made yesterday. Yeah.
Okay. I think one thing that really stands out about you is how diverse the range of people you've produced for. You've gone from Kendrick to someone like even Ariana Grande.
Yeah.
Does the process change like with every artist, or like do they adapt? Do you adapt to them or do they adapt to you? How does that
It's
work?
both. I try to like, you know, when I'm working with an artist, listen to their catalog, listen to a few songs, really get into like, okay, this is the way they like to sing, or this is the way they like to rap, this is the type of tempo that work for them. Like, just get some of their DNA, and then I'll just add my own twist on it. Yeah.
You talked about, recently getting out of your deal, becoming independent.
Yeah.
What has been like the most, something that you didn't really anticipate with this new journey that you're taking? Maybe something that surprised you.
Even just like a realization, like I always had it, you know what I mean? I was always destined to be who I am. And there's been times where I was not confident, or I felt discouraged and all these things, but it's like always been trying to do the right thing. You know, always been trying to really put the time in, put the work in to get better, to like, go to that next level. And I was meant to be here, you know what I mean? It was gonna happen regardless, whether I ran into this person or that person, I signed with this person, didn't sign with this person, like everything that's supposed to happen lined up. And it's like the common denominator is my work ethic. Like I was gonna end up somewhere regardless.
For producers that are kind of starting out in their career and we're asking for advice, like what would you tell the version of you 10 years ago?
Number one thing is make sure you have an end date to any contract you sign, because I got caught in a situation where I really had no end date up until 2021, which is already 14 years into my deal. So, luckily I was able to, luckily I made niggas in Paris because it saved my ass 18 years later, or however long ago that was, but just man, just make sure you got an end date, and that, you won't be caught in something forever. Yeah.
But apart from that, like even regarding like the art, is there anything that you would tell that version of you 10 years ago?
Kind of what I just said, like, you got it, It's like, there's times I was like, you want to connect with this person, or you want to be locked in the industry and this of it all, and it's like, it's more so just about the art, it's about the music, like that's going to carry you wherever you're supposed to go, so don't be in a rush for nothing, like let everything come to you and just keep developing.
Have you been paying attention to like, current hip hop this year? Like what have been your favorite projects?
I mean, Clips did their thing. Man, really, I've been head down. Like, I wasn't even on social media for a while. So, I've been tapped out. But I listen to, Rio the Young OG. I like his newest album. I always listen to him. I listen to Peasy. I listen to Baby Tron. Listen to Big Sad 1900, 03 Greedo. A lot of underground stuff.
Yeah.
Not underground, but you know what I'm saying? Like, maybe like the whole world might not really
You're not mainstream,
know them yet,
really.
type shit. Yeah.
You said you were like off social media for like a while. Going back and then coming, back into social media, like was there anything different that you noticed with how maybe people were online or the audience generally?
Man, yeah, I realized a lot during that time, like really just how we always just chasing that next instant moment, Instagram, you know what I mean? And it's like, it's not about that. Sometimes you gotta take that step back, because that'll have you like not appreciating real life sometimes, because it's like you might have a bunch of dope stuff going, then you look and see somebody else that it appears that they doing better, so you automatically be like, damn, I gotta go harder or whatever, which could be a motivational thing too, but somewhere in the psyche it's like, I feel like it kind of like messes with our brain, you know? So me being off that and realizing like, damn, I got an amazing life, like, you know what I mean? Even if I'm not all the way where I wanna be, just personally, I'm doing great, but I'm just saying, I got aspirations still. I got dreams. I want to get to a whole new height, but sometimes you won't appreciate where you at if you just looking at somebody else's life all
That's
day. And there's
facts.
millions of people posting all day.
That's facts.
Endless content. Endless people showing wads of money. Endless girls with Chanel bags and that'll have your girlfriend like, oh, you're not doing enough for me. Then it's like, you don't know what this girl got to deal with for the Chanel bag.
Facts.
Nigga might be
That's
cheating
true.
all day. Woman
Yeah.
might be, doing all type of stuff.
It's true.
Yeah.
Do you think that's something you do again, like periodically, just kind of?
I mean, yeah. Ultimately, I would love to not even have to be on socials at all.
Yeah, unfortunately, in this day and age, that's not an easy thing to do.
Yeah, I know.
How you navigating, like, cause like, I know probably maybe that's not your thing, but a lot of artists are talking about the pressure to kind of like, be online, post TikToks, post reels. How are you navigating, all that space?
I mean, luckily I got a team of people I work with, and they just pull out their phone and record me doing. Then I look on TikTok and see myself. Like I don't run it myself, but I got a team of people that post stuff for me and stuff like that. But I mean, I do a lot of stuff every day. That's the good thing. So I got post-worthy content, and I let that just be what it is.
That's a cheat code, actually. Okay. I was watching Kendrick perform Backseat Freestyle, and I just remember that was you, really.
Yeah, right.
Like, how did it feel like being a part of his story now when you see the type of artist that he is that early on? Did you see him getting to where he is currently?
I definitely saw his greatness, you know what I mean? I have respect for him for a long time. Like, watching his videos, he used to just drop on YouTube and stuff like that. Hearing the Heart Part 2, that was like when I really was like, nah, this is one of my favorite artists. Like, that was what, 2010, something like that, 2011. And having that opportunity was just like, we all felt like it was gonna be that. I got to see his show. I was there when everybody embraced him and said like, he's the new king of the West and all that. So it's like I felt the energy. I was at that show for sure. So having the opportunity was just dope, and just being able to see him performing in the state. I just went to the show actually on my birthday, my last past birthday, May 21st. He had a show at SoFi, and I seen him do Backseat Freestyle in the stadium at SoFi. Like I was just like, man, it felt like it just dropped.
And it's such a stadium record too.
Crazy.
Like it went fire.
Like in Paris, I just saw that performed in July. Went to the last Beyonce show in Vegas. And I'm like, damn, I got joints that really are good moments in these people's catalog and they show. It's like, it's a must, you know what I mean? Like, cause it's just like, the energy is ridiculous.
Yeah. One thing I wanted to ask you, like being a producer and also being an artist generally, is about AI. There's a lot going on right now, and I just want to know how you generally kind of feel about that in your creative process.
Man, I like AI as a tool, like just, something to bounce ideas. I don't want it to get to the point where it's just like we press a button and boom, that's a hit song. Like, you got to still put the human element. You still got to twist it, remix it, flip it, pitch it, whatever, just like make it your own still. But it is a good tool to be able to just pull ideas out of thin air and just reimagine things in a fast way.
Okay, that's an answer that a lot of artists have actually given. When you're dropping like an album with The Alchemist, that's another producer. How does it work when two producers are in the studio, like bouncing ideas off each other? Because this is not an artist now. This is you and another producer.
Yeah.
How's that chemistry between you and The Alchemist?
Man, for me, it's easy. I make it easy because he got so many techniques in his workflow, the way he moves, and just techniques, and so do I. So it's like when we come together, it's just this powerful thing where it's like he working on this side, I'm working on this side. We bring it together. It's just like it's electricity, you know what I mean? And it's like the perfect blend of both of our styles.
Is there anything you've learned from him,
Yeah, just to sometimes dial back on things, you know what I mean? Versus like adding more layers or pushing things up, scale them back, and they might sound even bigger. They might sound even better.
That's good advice. I was looking at, when you talked about the track list for Software Update, and it's a wide range of artists that you brought on there. You got Orion's Son.
Man, see, well, the track list has kind of changed since you last seen it. So she's not on the project no more. But yeah, I do got Dom Kennedy. I got Alchemist on my solo. I got Spank on there, Lefty Gunplay, Peasy. I got some dope artists on there.
What's it like bringing people onto your project to work with? Like, is there a certain thing you look for in an artist to be like, I want you on my
Organic connection. I look for organic connection. That's it. Somebody that I feel like, oh, if we do this song and I got to do a show and they in town, they gonna pop out. They really rock with me versus like some super transactional thing where it's like this person don't even really rock with me like that. They just hopping on the song for the money or whatever the case is. It's like I like to work with people I got an organic connection with that really rock with me.
Is there like a, I know like you've made so much, but do you have like a top 5 beats you've ever made that you just...
Man, in general, I've been saying I can't do lists no more. I can't. It's just too many lists. It's too many opinions. Too much. This is all just our personal opinion anyway. Because I guarantee, I get 5. Somebody else gonna have another 5. That's just the way life goes. And I just like, I've bowed out of lists and rankings and all that type of shit. Like, let the world just have the art.
Your opinion matters more though, because it's your stuff.
I feel it, but. It's like I love everything that gets to people's ears is like I felt confident in it.
For sure. You've literally played a huge part in kind of like, you know, hip hop in general. How do you feel about the current scene right now? Do you think hip hop is in a great place? Do you think lyricism is still prioritized, like even being a rapper? Like, what do you think?
I was just having a conversation, like, you know, it's not a lot of songs on the charts right now by hip-hop artists. Like,
that is true.
It's like really falling off, so it's in a good space in the sense of it's space for some new waves. It's space for somebody to come through and disrupt and really come with a sound that's going to, like, connect with the world.
Why do you think that is, though? That there's not a lot of songs, but because people are putting out music.
I heard it could be by design. It could be some industry tactics. I don't know. Who knows, man? But at the end of the day, I feel like we gotta just push it more. We gotta come with new content, new ways to say things, new ways to chop these beats up.
So do you think hip hop could have the run that it had? Like, you know, let's say around 2015 to like that 2018, it was like hip hop was just running everything.
I mean, I think everything come full circle. Everything come full circle. So, you know, when it come back, it's gonna come back. And we gotta just keep doing our part.
I just want to say that, like, I'm looking forward to everything that you have coming out, especially like your solo work and the one with the Alchemist and even the other mixtape. I'm pretty young, but I feel like even people that are my age really appreciate what you've done for the culture in general.
That. Thank you.
So just want to say thank you, really.
For sure.